Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the 2024 Explorer, available now at Dome Ford. With its sleek exterior, 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, this Explorer is ready for any adventure. Relax in light sandstone leather seats while staying comfortable with heated and ventilated front seats. Plus, enjoy the premium technology package featuring a 14 speakers and B&O sound system with twin-panel moonroof. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Dome Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at domeford.com.
There's something about a fresh haircut from the friendly, skilled stylists at Great Clips that just makes life, well, greater. The sun shines brighter, your step feels springier, even your jokes are funnier. And the best part? When you use Great Clips online check-in, you can get in for a haircut without having to rearrange your day or your budget. Download the app today and start feeling that much greater in just a few taps. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care. Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Southtown, the Maysville Athletic Complex, we've got Muskingum Valley League football tonight, as Crooksville has made the trip to Southtown to take on the Maysville Panthers. We've got a lot of games on the AVC Sports schedule tonight. Union Local is at Shenandoah. That's on WBNV 93.5. Sheridan at John Glenn. That's on Nash Icon 98.5 and 107.9. Bel Air is at Cambridge. That's on WILE 97.7 and also on the YRP TV YouTube channel. Meadowbrook is at Philo. That is on KC 105 and also YRP TV. Again, our sponsors tonight. And again, they make this possible for us, Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Great Clips of Zanesville, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doane Ford People's Bank, and Shriver's Pharmacy, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast on YRP TV. The Coshocton Redskins, as we said, have struggled mightily this season. They're 0-4 coming into this one, but I really anticipate a very tightly played football game tonight. Both teams offensively are pretty much the old school wing tee offense. You very seldom see two teams that are going to face off with those offenses, but we'll see that a little bit from both teams tonight as they're running basically the same offense at each other, although Maysville does like to spread it out a little bit more and throw the football. We'll see what happens here in this matchup between these two teams. Again, first time that these schools have been members of the MVL small school division. So they're in the same division together as Maysville has switched over. Some of the names that we'll be looking at tonight. For Maysville, number 2, Matthew Harper. He is a place kicker extraordinaire, one of the best ones in the area. He actually attempted a 55-yard field goal the last time I was at Maysville to do one of their broadcasts. So he has quite a leg. I don't think I've ever seen a high school kid try a 55-yard field goal, but they let him do it. So obviously he's got the leg for it. Another player that we'll be watching for, Gator Nichols, number 3 for the Panthers. He's a little bit banged up, but he's going to go tonight from every indication we've had. Gator, basketball player extraordinaire, turned over to the football field this year. He's important in the run game, also the return game. Gator has a return touchdown off of a punt, and he also returned the opening kickoff here against Lakewood, 85 yards for a near touchdown as well. Cade Rock, junior quarterback, he's also been their leading rusher for the Panthers. So Cade likes to tuck it and run, and they like to lead him out there. And he has been able to pick up good yardage as he is right now the leading ground gainer for the Maysville Panthers. We'll also be seeing Colin Llewellyn quite a bit here, as well as Landon Iden and Alex Ray, all people that will touch the ball tonight for the Panthers. On the Coshocton side, was watching the warm-ups. It was good to see number 1, Isaiah Bronston, out on the field. He suffered an injury later on in the game against John Glenn. It didn't look good. It was one of those where he went one way and his knee went the other. But he looked pretty good in warm-ups. I was watching him, so I think he's good to go for the Redskins. Senior quarterback Colton Conkle at the controls for the Redskins. He will be running the show as he's been doing the last couple of years for the Redskins, and hopefully he'll get back to this offense that last year averaged just about 49 points a game in the last 4 games of the season. So they're looking like to a return to that kind of offense. It's been a struggle so far this season. Champ Haley and also Logan Wentz, a couple of ball carriers that will carry the ball quite a bit for the Redskins. So both teams run-oriented, a little bit of pass. So we'll see both teams trying to run the football at each other tonight. Again, other games that we have in the area too. A big game that I'm interested in seeing how this works out that's in the horizon here. We've got this Barnesville team that we cover quite a bit. They're playing over at River tonight. Now, we don't have that one on our broadcast schedule, but the upcoming game between Barnesville and not Harrison Central. It totally escaped me as I was going to say it. Monroe Central. I got my Centrals mixed up. That's going to be a game that it's going to be interesting to see how that one turns out. That's in the horizon here. Crooksville has traveled down to Morgan tonight in the MVL small school division. Well, again, sorry, that's a crossover game. Tri-Valley at New Lex, probably the biggest game in the MVL tonight, albeit a crossover game. New Lex won the Battle Royale last week with West Muskingum, and they have the inside track on the small school division. Tri-Valley, they just keep winning. They had a win against State Power Clinton Massey earlier in the schedule, and they just keep winning. It's Tri-Valley. You expect that in the Muskingum Valley League, as their record currently stands at 4-0. Tonight, here in Southtown, a battle between a 1-3 and 0-4 team, and we will get ready for that opening kickoff. It's scheduled for 7 o'clock. We're just a couple of minutes away. So we will take one more quick break here before the start of this one. You are watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. call 855-692-7247.
Looking for reliability, style, and affordability? Look no further than Doan Ford's Ford Fiesta. With a fuel-efficient 1.6-liter i4 engine and a smooth 5-speed manual transmission, it's perfect for city streets or open highways. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a rear-view camera for added safety. With low miles, this Fiesta is ready to roll for a very low cost. Visit Doan Ford today and drive away in style. Located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Opening kickoff just moments away here at the Maysville Athletic Complex in Southtown. The Maysville Panthers hosting the Coshocton Redskins in Muskingum Valley League football action tonight on YRP TV YouTube. Opening kickoff just about ready to take place here. And interested to see Coshocton did win the toss, and they deferred their choice to the second half. So they're going to be kicking off. And I'm interested when Maysville kicks off, I want to see how far Mr. Harper kicks the football because he has quite the foot. Maysville coming out on the field, all blue uniforms, white helmet. Coshocton, red pants, white jersey, red helmets tonight. So two contrasting teams, no real common colors tonight. So this is an easy one in terms of the announcers being able to see numbers and distinguish between the two teams. When you have a lot of teams with the same colors out there, it gets a little bit confusing sometimes, but this is an easy one tonight. Coshocton, red pants, white jerseys. Maysville Panthers in all blue. They remind me a little bit of the San Diego Chargers in this uniform, but also Philo, they have a nice look too, where they look a lot like the San Diego Chargers, and being the Electrics, that makes a little bit of sense. Coshocton going to kick the football off. And out right now is number 5 for Coshocton, Cooper George. He's got it teed up at the 40-yard line, and he's going to let it fly and start this football game. Gator Nichols back to return, and he's also back there with Landon Iden. Foot to leather, end over end kick, and Gator Nichols struggles to catch it, but he's got it at the 15. Reverses field at the 20, and maybe should have kept going straight ahead as he is swarmed under. And it looks like about the 19-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So Maysville 1st and 10 from their own 19. Now the last game I was at, Gator Nichols took the opening kickoff 85 yards. So Coshocton already done a better job in their kick coverage than the Lakewood Lancers did. Cade Rock runs the show for the Maysville Panthers, junior quarterback, good athlete, another one of those basketball players that also plays the football as well, and they come out in a spread formation, 4 receivers out there, 2 to the left, 3 to the left, and they're going to hand it on a little jet sweep, trying to turn upfield across the 20, 25, evaded a couple people, a nice run by Cohen Llewellyn. He picked up plenty of yardage on first down. A nice move in the hole, found a little bit more extra yardage, and he picked up almost 10 yards. He got 9 yards all the way out to the 28-yard line. If you're Maysville, it's a good situation. 2nd and short. They only need to get to 29. Sometimes this is where coaches like to take a shot down the field. More of a wing tee look from the Panthers this time. Rock's going to hand it off, ball carry across the 30, and knocked down and back, and that was Llewellyn. and he got enough for the first down. He picked up one. That's what he needed. So that is a first down for the Maysville Panthers. Just underway here at Southtown, 0-0. Our scoreboard updates tonight by Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. They are sponsoring all of our live score updates during our broadcast. First and 10 now for the Panthers. 3 receivers to the left. He's got a single running back this time. Rock going to throw it, and he was under pressure and got hit. And it was thrown high, almost picked off in the defensive backfield. A little bit high on the throw, and he was almost intercepted by a Coshocton defensive back. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. You wonder a little bit about the heat. It was 89 degrees when I got here earlier. It's starting to drop a little bit, but these teams play a lot of kids on both sides of the football, offense and defense. So that's one of those you look out for the cramps and all those things. Now, interesting formation for the Panthers. They've got 4 receivers in a bunch on the left side, and they're going to throw it there. It's a wide receiver screen. They're trying to get it to somebody in space, and that was number 11, Landon Iden. They tried to get the ball to, and Coshocton really did a nice job of fighting through the blocks and bringing down the ball carrier for a loss. That's going to go back to the 28-yard line. Now, this is not the down and distance you want if you're the Maysville offense. It's now 3rd and 11, and Coshocton licking their chops, maybe a chance to get the football back and get their defense off the field early in the football game. Maysville's got 1 first down so far in this drive, and they've spread the field out. They've got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rock's going to roll to his right. He's under pressure, and there's a throw down the sideline, but Iden was open, but he couldn't get it because the ball was thrown out of bounds. And give credit to Coshocton. Number 7 there, Champ Haley, in pressuring the quarterback. If Rock's got more time, he can throw a better ball and probably complete that because he had Iden down the sideline wide open. So now 4th and 11 from the 28, and the Panthers will punt the football. And Bronston back to return the punt, along with Zayden Williams. Punt, not a really good snap, but it's kicked, and it's a nice kick, and he muffed it, and it's going to be a fumble and a recovery by the Panthers. A good kick from Alex Ray after the snap was a little bit low and bounced. And it was muffed, so you really can't advance that one. That's why they throw those little orange flags. So I think, they mark it back at the 31-yard line. But all in all, an excellent starting position for now their 2nd drive of the game as they get it back on a turnover. And that's what you do not want to happen in a game like this. You do not want to turn it over, especially after your defense just made a really nice stand. So 31-yard line, Maysville sets up shop. 1st and 10. This time 2 running backs in the backfield with Rock. Rock's going to hand it off, looking for some room on the right side and trying to reverse field is Gator Nichols, and he is brought down by Colton Conkle. Conkle makes a nice play coming up from the defensive backfield as Gator Nichols tried to reverse direction, and Conkle was not having it. He brings down Gator Nichols for a 3-yard loss, and those 2 gentlemen will be seeing each other on the basketball court this winter as well. 2nd down now and 13. Maysville would certainly like to cash in on the great field position that they got because of the muffed punt. This time a little bit more of a spread out formation. Rock by himself in the backfield. He's looking downfield, but he is forced out of the pocket, and he's going to run it. He's a good runner, and he picks up positive yardage before he's forced out of bounds. And a Maysville player, their helmet is laying on the field. So I believe he's got to come out. And a nice gain there by Rock. He got it all the way down to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 9. 3rd and manageable now for the Panthers, 3rd and 4. And interesting, a lot of teams you would probably think it's 2-down territory, but for the Maysville Panthers, they've got that nice kicker in their back pocket, Matthew Harper. And looks like they're going to a run-heavy formation. They're going to hand it off straight ahead, and there's not much room there. That's Alex Ray, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage and picked up one more yard down to the 24. So now 4th down, it's decision time for the Panthers, and I don't think there's going to be much decision. They're going to go ahead and go for it. Coshocton, big play here early in the game. They'd like to come up with another stop. Maysville would like to convert, and there's a lot of conversation going on the sideline. And they look like they're going to go for it. 14 seconds now on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle to get it in. And this is one of those, sometimes they try to draw the defense offside. We'll see if Coshocton maintains the defensive discipline. And now Maysville going to call a timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the 2024 Explorer, available now at Dome Ford. With its sleek exterior, 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, this Explorer is ready for any adventure. Relax in light sandstone leather seats while staying comfortable with heated and ventilated front seats. Plus, enjoy the premium technology package featuring a 14 speakers and B&O sound system with twin-panel moonroof. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Dome Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doneford.com.
First half action here at the Maysville Athletic Complex. Panthers facing a 4th down and 3 on the Coshocton 24-yard line. They were stopped on their first possession after 6 plays, forced into a punt, but Coshocton could not field it cleanly. Maysville fell on that muffed punt, and now they've got great field position. Big play early here in the game. 4th and 3 in a very tight formation. This looks like one you would expect to run, but also Rock has that ability to pull it and throw it. And he's going to throw it. He goes to his left. He's got receivers out there, and it's complete all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Nice play, a little bootleg action there as he rolled to his left, and he found, I think that was Carson Larimer. Nice job rolling and finding the receiver. Plenty of receivers open, and that is a 1st down at the 5-yard line. Now Maysville knocking on the door, opportunity to break open the scoring here in this football game. Rock going to run it himself, tries the left side, and some of the players are signaling touchdown, but I think he's a little bit short. Looking at the linesman, he is a little bit short inside the 1. So now 2nd down and goal, and here comes Maysville quickly to the line of scrimmage. Rock under center. They try to push forward, and he doesn't get it. He is knocked back, as a matter of fact. Now this time 3rd and goal from the 1. And probably maybe looking at a little different formation this time. That was a very tight formation, pretty obvious that they were going to go for the sneak. Coshocton did a nice job stacking them up inside. Clock is moving here, 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Coshocton is making a late substitution. And really anticipate another run from this close to the goal line. It's going to be Rock again, and this time it looks like he's got it. But he was thrown backward, and he did not get it. I thought he might have pushed forward enough, but he did not get it. So now 4th down as Coshocton trying to mount a defensive stand here in the first quarter. Maysville's had the football. They had 6 plays on their first drive. This is their 8th play, and it only started at the 31-yard line. They haven't gone very far, but they've been chewing up some time off the clock. It's another 4th down, and I think Coach Clark is going to call a timeout, and he is, so they can come over and have a little discussion about what's going on. We'll keep it right here this time. Maysville took over at the 31-yard line. They faced one 4th down play, which they converted on a pass play. K-Rock rolling to his left, found receivers open, and they got it down to the 5-yard line. So big conversion, a 19-yard pickup on 4th down. This time, though, they've stalled inside the 1. They've tried the tight formation in the run, but Rock has not been able to get into the end zone. Now it's 4th down inside the 1. So we'll see what Coshocton, if they can come up with another stop. But then again, if they take over there, they're going to be inside their own 1-yard line. Maysville, no intention of kicking the football. They're going to try to get in the end zone here and get themselves a lead. Big play in the ball game again. Tight formation. Rock in the shotgun. It's 4th and goal. He's going to hand it off this time, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A handoff to Logan Wilhite, and he did not get into the end zone. A fantastic defensive play by the Redskins. Defensive penetration, and they stopped him short. As soon as he got the ball, he was going to be thrown to the ground. Huge stop by the Coshocton Redskins. They're going to take over on their own 2-yard line after the Panthers had 3 shots at it from inside the 1. Huge play in the football game. Now the Redskins, maybe a little momentum here. Coshocton getting the ball for the first time, 5:11 to play in the first quarter. Conkle going to hold it. He's going to hand it off, and there is not much room there. I think he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so not much room to run the football, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from deep inside their own territory, the shadow of their own goalpost, so to speak, on their own 2. And if you're Coshocton, I think you're breathing a little bit easier because you've got a senior quarterback out there in Colton Conkle. He's been through the battles, and you certainly trust his ability to take care of the football deep in this part of the field. He's got a wide receiver to the left, puts a man in motion. They're going to run a little toss play to the left, and a big hit comes up from the back judge, and they're going to call holding against the Redskins. A big hit delivered, not much room there, as I think he got to the 3-yard line. And a penalty like this, it's just going to be half the distance. So if I'm Coach Clark, I'd really consider not taking the penalty and just going ahead and taking the down, because they really didn't pick up much yardage, and I think that's what they're going to do. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long here. It's marked at the 4, so 3rd and 8. And if you're Coshocton, the thing that you do not want to do is turn the football over in this part of the field. They'd like to get some breathing room for their punter, but at the same time, you do not want to turn it over down here and give Maysville another chance from inside the Coshocton 5-yard line. There's another man he puts in motion, and this time straight ahead and across the 10. He might have the first down. They're going to mark him just a little bit short. That's Champ Haley. Nice job there getting it out of some really bad field position. And it's not great field position, but it's at the 11. And it was a really nice run from Haley to get it out to the 11, but Coshocton is going to go ahead and punt the football. Really nice play there from the Redskins. They found some success last week against John Glenn, running the ball right up the field, and Wentz and Haley were very successful there. All right, back to punt. Number 54, Hayden Young. Nice kick over the returner's head all the way into the 45. Now picked up Nichols. He's going to try to make people miss, and he's going to get, well, I thought they had him bottled up, but he still got loose. Managed to make a few yards on the return, but they're going to mark him inside the 50-yard line. So I think it's at the 48 where it looks like they're going to mark it. So a very nice punt. And Coshocton survives there as they had the big stop, punched the ball out a little bit, almost picked up a first down, but didn't quite get it. Forced a punt now. 3:03 to go in the first quarter. Coshocton, the big play of the game so far with stopping the Panthers inside the 1 on 3 straight plays. And Maysville now back at their own 48-yard line. Again, a little bit back to that old wing T look a little bit. Rock going to fire it, and he's got his man across the midfield and down inside the 40. That was Landon Iden. Really nice pitch and catch there. Rock looked very confident, short drop, rifled it right into Iden, and he gets a first down in Coshocton territory. Once again, Coshocton having to play defense in their own end of the field. Panthers with a first down. Now they've moved it to the Coshocton 40-yard line. 2:40 to go in this first quarter. Get that wing T look again. Rock puts his man in motion. He's going to hand it straight ahead. And doesn't get much, but going to pick up some positive yardage. That was Alex Ray. And he did manage to get 3 yards. So that's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Maysville. And here comes Coach Clark. He's got Iden coming back into the game, bringing in the play. Owen Rusnick comes out. Maysville now up on the football. 2nd and 7. Going to hand it. That's a double handoff and nice play in the backfield. Number 21, Caleb Grimmett, makes a nice play in the hole. That double handoff in the backfield. Coshocton said, nope, we're not having any of that. Might have lost about a half a yard. So again, a 3rd down situation here. Maysville has had better success offensively on these big downs and distances when they put Rock in motion. He rolls out to his right or to his left. So we'll see what Coach Clark has drawn up here on 3rd down and about, we'll call it 7.5. Just a little bit over a minute to go in the first quarter. He's going to hand it off to Will Height. Will Height's going to get to the 35, and that's going to be it. Another 4th down as the Panthers went for it. Multiple 4th down chances on their 2nd drive of the game and couldn't come up with the big one at the goal line. But 4th and 5, and they're going to roll the dice here again. Coshocton trying to get a stop and get off the field here in this football game once again. Rock in the shotgun. Got 3 receivers to his left. Puts a man in motion. Now he's looking to his right. He rolls to his right. He's got a man, and he is drilled. What a nice tackle by Colton Conkle. He drills Gator Nichols as he catches it and does not allow him to get the first down. Conkle taking that 2-way specialty that he does. He's a quarterback, but he's also a defensive back, and he brought the lumber right there, and he stopped Gator Nichols short of the first down. So Maysville now has turned the ball over twice on downs in this football game. Coshocton takes over on the 31, just a big hit from Colton Conkle, and now he's back on offense. He's going to hand the ball off. And a nice positive play there for the Redskins on first down, going to pick up about 5 yards. And that was number 8, Jace Daniels, and that's going to roll down and end our first quarter. No score in this game from Southtown. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the 2024 Explorer, available now at Doan Ford. With its sleek exterior, 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, this Explorer is ready for any adventure. Relax in light sandstone leather seats while staying comfortable with heated and ventilated front seats. Plus, enjoy the premium technology package featuring a 14 speakers and B&O sound system with twin-panel moonroof. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Doan Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
There's something about a fresh haircut from the friendly, skilled stylists at Great Clips that just makes life, well, greater. The sun shines brighter. Your step feels springier. Even your jokes are funnier. And the best part? When you use Great Clips online check-in, you can get in for a haircut without having to rearrange your day or your budget. Download the app today and start feeling that much greater in just a few taps. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Second quarter getting ready to get underway here at Maysville. We've got a few score updates here for the Bradley Lending team with First Ohio Home Finance. Ridgewood leads Strasburg 7-0 in the first quarter. Caldwell and Edison tied at 7. Fort Fry leads Harrison Central 15-0. Early in the game, Tri-Valley leads New Lex 13-0. And first play here of the second quarter, a nice gain for the Coshocton Redskins, and that's going to give them a first down right at the midfield stripe. And Coshocton now looking to take some of that momentum that they've gained from getting those defensive stops. We'll continue with some scores here. Morgan leads Crooksville 6-0. Buckeye Local leads Monroe Central 7-6. Got no score in the Nelsonville, York, and Waterford game. Again, Bradley Lending team with First Ohio Home Finance. And Coshocton with a first down. They couldn't stand prosperity as they fumble the football. And Maysville jumps on top of it. And Maysville will take over right at midfield. So Conkle never quite got the snap cleanly, it seemed like. So now Maysville, who seems like they've been on offense most of this football game, they're going to take over again at midfield. Coshocton, they've ran a total of 6 plays in this football game. 6 plays, and that's it. They fumbled a punt, and then they fumble an exchange center quarterback right there. Panthers now handoff from Rock. And there's a nice opening for Gator Nichols. Nichols finds plenty of room, and he is marked down just outside the 40-yard line. So almost a first down gain on first down, but it will be second and short now for the Panthers. Boy, the momentum really seems to keep changing back and forth in this game, as it looked like Maysville had all the momentum. They got the fumble. They got down inside the 1-yard line. Coshocton gets the stop. Now they have the momentum back, and then got another fourth down stop. But they keep turning the football over, and they've only ran 6 plays, and that's not good, as we're now down to the 11-minute mark in the second quarter. This time, handoff. He didn't need to get much to get a first down, and he only got maybe a yard or so. That was Alex Ray on the carry. And a pickup of 2 yards, but good enough for a first down for the Panthers. Be looking here as the game goes on for a Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. Also, we'll be looking for the Great Clips Great Play of the Game. Right now, my candidate for that one is Colton Conkle making that stop, denying Gator Nichols of a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, so we will take a quick timeout here as well. You're watching high school football brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
Maysville with a first down inside the Coshocton 40-yard line. Officials called a timeout to give everybody a chance to get some water. It's a very warm evening here in Eastern Ohio. It's week 5, but it certainly seems like week 1 again. When it always seems to be warm on that first week of the season, but it just continues, and it is dry. But we're playing on turf here at Southtown. Rock throws it deep down the sideline, and a fantastic one-handed catch down the sideline. Landon Iden is going to be out of bounds at the 6-yard line. And I just mentioned the great clips, great play of the game. I think that might be it right now. That's Landon Iden with a one-handed grab down the sideline. So great catch by Landon Iden, and he sets up his team first and goal on the 6-yard line. First down. Last time it didn't go too well down here in the red zone for the Panthers. And they've got players coming on late, so a little confusion. And they're going to toss it to the left side, and I think they got away with one there. Iden gets the toss and fights his way into the end zone. The player came on late to the field, and it really didn't look like he got set, but no penalty called. And that is a touchdown for Landon Iden, a 6-yard touchdown here with 10:21 to play in the second quarter. Iden just was not to be denied. Made a nice catch to set that up and then got to take it into the end zone himself. Maysville converts. They're lining up to go for 2. Rock going to throw it to his left. He had his man, and it's incomplete. He was looking for number 6, Carson Larimer, but incomplete. They went for 2, didn't get it. It's 6-0. Maysville leads this one with 10:21 to play in the first quarter. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Second quarter action here at Southtown. 10:21 to play in the second quarter, and Maysville has drawn first blood as they are now leading this football game 6-0. And from what I understand, my favorite kicker in the MVL, Matthew Harper, he's standing on the sideline. He's got his jersey on, but he doesn't have anything. He's got street clothes, so he's not kicking. So that's why they didn't go for the extra point. And that's going to be offside, I believe, on Maysville. They have another kicker there that kind of pressed into service. And it looks like 73 is the kicker here on the kickoff, Jacob Tumblin. And they're going to move Maysville back, and they're going to kick it again. And it really hurts them not having Harper out there to kick. He is a weapon. Now, he's getting to tee it up at the 40, so if it's a penalty, they should back him up, and now they're going to do that. So now, Maysville backed up to the 35, 5-yard penalty, and they're going to kick it from the 35. And again, Jacob Tumblin forced into service here as the place kicker, as Mr. Harper injured on the sideline tonight. This time, a little end-over-end kick rolls along the ground, picked up and they fall on it right away. And that was Haley that fell on it. And Coshocton is going to get good field position out of this. 8:55 to go in the first half. And Coshocton now going to set up shop on their own 47 with this what's going to be their 7th offensive play. First down for Colton Conkle and the offense for the Coshocton Redskins. Puts a man in motion. There's that counter coming back, and he's got plenty of room. That's Wentz, and he finds huge hole over the left side. A nice counter action in the backfield from Coshocton. A big gain on first down all the way down to the 41-yard line. And that's a first down for the Coshocton Redskins. Trying to answer that first score from Maysville. Conkle right underneath center. Going to hand it off again, and more room over the left side. That's Wentz again. And last week I saw this firsthand. Wentz made good yardage running the ball up the middle of the field against John Glenn. And he almost picks up a first down. So he picked up 9. And that was a nice carry again. And last week they took over at one point in the game. They had a 10-minute drive that went 77 yards. Got lots of yardage on the ground. This time, Conkle hands it off again, straight ahead. Haley again, right up the middle of the field, and Coshocton, now they found something as they are just ground and pound right down the middle of the Maysville defense. And that's going to be marked at the 22, so that's a 10-yard pickup. And Coshocton now got a little pep in their step. They've got a little momentum going. They've ran 4 plays now in this drive. Each one has been positive. They keep moving the football here. This time a little handoff in the backfield and more big yardage again. And he gets out of bounds, the ball carrier on the sideline. And I believe that's going to come back. That's a holding penalty that's going to bring that one back. Really nice pickup on first down, but the penalty negates it, and that will bring it all the way back. I think they're going to mark this at the 32-yard line. So that's where they were a moment ago. And now facing this time, though, not a 1st and 10, but a first down and 20. Coshocton with the football, clock moving. 7 minutes to go until the half. Going to hand it right off the middle again, and this time Maysville does a nice job of stopping that inside run. Maybe picked up a yard that time, and that was Haley again, but this time Maysville up to the challenge, and it's only a 1-yard pickup. So now 2nd down and 19 for the Redskins. Just a nice play there, defensive line. Coshocton's been pushing them back on the interior of the line, but that time good penetration from the Maysville defense. Conkle puts his man in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's got a man on the left side, and it's dropped. Haley drops it right on the 25-yard line. Pass might have been a little bit low, but definitely catchable. And now it's going to be 3rd and 19 now for the Redskins. I just don't think they have much in the playbook to pick up a 3rd and 19. I will say, though, it's probably going to be 2-down territory here for the Redskins. Their 6th play of the drive. 6:31. Boy, big holding penalty has pushed Coshocton back. Conkle rolls to his left, under duress. He's going to throw it deep down the middle. He's got a man, and it's caught down at the 5-yard line. Kind of a prayer, and the prayer was answered. A great catch as the receiver came back to get it and took a big hit. That was number 20, Jackson Smith. And boy, what a big play for the Redskins. Conkle getting hit as he throws. He kind of threw it up for grabs, and the prayer was answered as it was caught all the way down on the 5-yard line. And again, he took a pretty big hit. Jackson Smith, a 5'11 senior, and he made a really nice catch and hung on to it after a big hit. Now, 1st and goal for the Redskins. It's a handoff. Wentz trying to find room on the left side. He's got the room, and he gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Redskins. They have evened the score here at 6 apiece with 5:54 to go in the first half. 5-yard touchdown run by Logan Wentz. And now Coshocton going to try to kick the extra point. They're not going for 2. Snap down, kick is blocked at the line of scrimmage. So that is going to leave our score at 6-6. Redskins, Panthers all knotted up at 6 in the second quarter. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Action here at Southtown. Coshocton comes roaring back, courtesy of a huge pass play from Colton Conkle down to Jackson, Jackson Smith. Conkle gets hit on the play, Smith gets hit on the play, but it's a completed pass, and that set up the Redskins on the 5, and Wentz took it in the rest of the way for the touchdown. Now, extra point, though, blocked at the line of scrimmage, so we are knotted at 6 apiece. And again, I anticipated a close game, and that's what we've got. Coshocton now will kick the football off. Got number 5 doing the kicking, Cooper George. It's a line drive. Iden's got it deep, about the 12, across the 20, 25. Some room, 30. He's brought down from behind at the 34-yard line, and that's where Maysville takes over. Not bad coverage there by the Redskins, but decent field position to start for the Panthers. .547 to play. Maysville plenty of time to try to get something on the board here before the half. Rock looking over at the sideline, and he's got his play. And he hands it off and straight ahead, and just not much there again. That time was Llewellyn, and they just didn't have much space for him to go. He might have got a yard on the play. So now marked at the 35, so a 2nd and 9. Panthers with the football, clock rolling now, 5:10 to play in the first half. Rock going to put Nichols in motion. Rock going to throw it into the right flat, and it skips, and that's incomplete pass. I was thinking possibly a backward pass, but no. Line judge immediately saying incomplete pass. Trying to get something set up quickly on the outside, and nothing doing as the pass was short. 3rd and long now for the Panthers from their own 35. Maysville quickly to the line of scrimmage. Rock in the shotgun. 4 receivers this time, so 3rd and 9. Looks like the Panthers are going to go to the air. Rock straight back. Looks like they're setting up a screen in the middle of the field, and really nice play defensively as they came back. Boy, they invited the rush, and then a perfect play there as he came back and made the tackle. That was number 24, TJ Newell, as he came back and made the tackle. And it's 4th down. Panthers this time in punt formation. And we've got Alex Ray doing the punting. Coshocton not really comfortable with what was going on. They're going to call a timeout. A little game reset here. It's 6 apiece, 4:23 to play in the first half. Our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Great Clips of Zanesville, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doan Ford, People's Bank, and Shriver's Pharmacy, all sponsors of this broadcast tonight on YRP TV. 6-6. I thought it was going to be close, and it is. 6 apiece. Maysville now going to punt the ball back, and the last time Maysville punted, it created a fumble. Alex Ray back in punt formation. Puts his foot into it, a pretty good kick, end over end. And it's going to hit inside Coshocton territory at about the 40, bounce forward, and it looks like it's going to be marked down at the 33. So Coshocton takes over, 33-yard line. They've got 4:14 to go until half. Can they make something happen? First down, Redskins. Last time they touched it, a 7-play drive that went 53 yards and got them into the end zone and tied this football game. Play clock down to 20 seconds. No problem there getting it off. And boy, hand off and just hit in the backfield immediately all the way back at the 30-yard line. A nice play defensively. And that was number 76 for Maysville, Colton Dumolt. And he got in there in a hurry and made the tackle. So now, 2nd and long for the Redskins. Back at their own 30-yard line. Conkle puts his man in motion and he hands it to him, a little jet sweep. Get a little bit of room on the left side before he's forced out of bounds. And that was Wentz. And he got it across the 30 out to the 35-yard line. 5-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Coshocton. Coshocton deferred as they won the toss. Conkle rolling now, he's in trouble. He's running backwards, he's running farther backwards. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Nice job getting rid of the football. It's not good when offensively you're running back toward your own goal line. Conkle all the way back inside the 20 when he let that one fly. He got it out past the line of scrimmage, though, out of bounds. So no intentional grounding, and it's just going to be an incomplete pass. And now 4th down for Coshocton, and they're going to punt. A really great punt the last time. And whistles are blowing. And Gator Nichols back there to return. He is a dangerous receiver. He's very shifty. And now that penalty is being marked off against the Panthers. And now it's only 4th and 3 from the 40-yard line. And they're going to go ahead and punt it. Thought they might have changed their mind when it got a little bit closer, but they're still lining up in punt formation. Good snap, foot into the ball, good kick. Nichols lets it bounce, he picks it up. He's trying to make people miss, and he is brought down at the 30. Good coverage by Coshocton. And the punt is going to give Maysville their own possession now at the 30-yard line. 2:45 to go. Is that enough time for the Panthers to get more points on the board? We will see here in this next 2:45. First and 10 now for the Panthers on their own 30. They come to the line of scrimmage. The clock will move once this ball is snapped, and there's 2:45 to go until halftime. It's going to pitch out to Nichols. Nichols met in the backfield and then slammed to the ground hard. Boy, some initial contact and then the wrap up to get Gator on the ground, and that is a loss. They're going to put him all the way back at the 27. So he lost 3. And now the clock moving, 2:24 to play. And Maysville now facing a 2nd and long. The play clock now to 10 seconds. Maysville either going to have to get in a hurry or call a timeout. And they do get it snapped before the play clock expires. There's a little pass out to Nichols in the flat, and he is hit immediately, and Conkle slings him to the ground right at the 30-yard line. A short gain. Conkle and Nichols have met on the basketball court. Now they're meeting on the football field. Conkle got the better of that one as he was Johnny on the spot and got Gator to the ground immediately. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. Clock moving now, 1:20 to play until halftime. Going to be a handoff to Nichols, and he's going to pass it. He's got a man downfield, and he's open out the 45, and a nice comeback there. That pass a little bit short. Gator, a fantastic athlete. They run the trickeration, little halfback option, and Nichols finds his man. It's out to midfield. That's a first down. Rock rolls to his left. He throws it down the sideline, but that is way out of bounds. Got a little bit in a hurry that time. Under pressure. And now a 2nd and 10, and clock is now under a minute to play here in this first half. They did mark that at the 49. I thought it was at midfield, but it's the 49. Game moving right along here as we near the 8 o'clock hour. Maysville just with one timeout left. They're good at that bunch formation on the left side again. They look like they want to throw it that way, but Rock is under duress. He's got to throw it, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. 51 seconds to play now until half. .49-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for the Maysville Panthers. 51 seconds to play until halftime. That is our situation in a 6-all game here in Southtown. Again, play clock running down. It's to 7 seconds. Maysville in a little bit of a hurry. They got to get it snapped. 2 seconds, and they do get it snapped. Rock straight back. Goes to his left, and it's going to be a pass that bounces. And Conkle was right there. If that pass is a little bit higher and a little bit farther down the field, Conkle might have made a play on that football. 44 seconds to go now. It's 4th and 10 from just about midfield. And they're going to line up. I don't think they feel that Coshocton can score with the time that's left on the clock. 6 apiece. 44 seconds, but it's 4th and 10. And Coach Clark's going to call a timeout. It's his last timeout. So he's going to have a conversation with his offense. Again, we're looking for the Lock 9 Pizza player of the game in this contest. Right now, the Great Clips great play of the game, I'm leaning toward Landon Iden and that catch that he made down the sideline. An unbelievable catch that he made to set up their first touchdown. Scoreboard update here. Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. Sheridan leads John Glenn in the second half 10-7. Monroe Central over Buckeye Local 21-7 in the second quarter. Fort Fry leads Harrison Central 29-6. That's in the second quarter. Ridgewood leads Strasburg 21-7. That's a second quarter score. Northridge, Johnstown Northridge up 7-0 on Zanesville. Tri-Valley leading New Lex 20-7. That's in the second quarter. Philo up 19-6 over Meadowbrook, and that is also in the second quarter. All right, 4th and 10. No punting here. Rock straight back, going to try to throw that screen again, and there's nothing doing. Coshocton all over it. He was trying to get it to Logan Wilhite. Little screen set up and just nothing doing. And now Coshocton's got 40 seconds to try to get something on the board here in the first half. The third time now that Maysville has turned the ball over on downs. And there's no kneeling on it. Conkle in the shotgun. He rolls to his left. Now fires it down the sideline. He's got a man down there, but a little bit overthrown at the 10. And that's going to bring up second down and 10. 33 seconds to play until halftime. Pretty quickly moving game is now bogged down here in the last minute or so of this first half. Maysville doesn't want to give up a big play here. Coshocton, see what they do. Conkle now rolls to his right. He's going to run the football. Good athlete. Going to get it inside the 40 all the way down to the 32-yard line. 17-yard pickup for Colton Conkle. Maysville dropped back, pass coverage, and Conkle saw the room and said, I'm going to take it myself. Got it down to the 32-yard line. Coshocton will get the ball to start the second half as well. Conkle tells somebody he wants them to do something. He rolls to his left, and he was trying to throw it in the flat, and it's an incomplete pass. Second down, 10, 22 seconds, 32-yard line of Maysville. Do you just try to throw it into the end zone here? We'll see what Coshocton has up their sleeve. Halftime coming up here. Stay tuned for the AVC Sports halftime show. Conkle is going to try to run for it, and he is brought down. A nice tackle by Wilhite at the 25-yard line. Conkle going to lose a couple, and the clock's moving, and they stop it with a timeout. Now 11 seconds to play in this first half. AVC Sports halftime show, as I said, coming up. I interviewed Cambridge head coach this week, Coach Kevin Gunn. Got an interview with him. Brett Klein with me in the halftime show. We talk about the games that are currently being played tonight. A little bit of a preview of next week. Before you know it, we'll be talking a lot about playoff football as we're reaching the halfway point of the high school football season. And before you know it, the playoffs are going to roll around. And of course, AVC Sports will be covering that action for you as well. Third down, Crooksville with 11. Coshocton. I was looking at a score for Crooksville. Coshocton now 11 seconds. They might have time for 2 plays. It's 3rd down on the Maysville 35. Conkle. He's throwing it out into left flat, and he didn't get out of bounds, and that's going to run out the clock unless Coshocton calls a timeout, which they do. And it's going to be marked at the 25-yard line with exactly 3 seconds to play in the half. And I would assume what this is going to be is a throw into the end zone. Coshocton, nope. I thought they were lining up for a field goal for a second, and they are. This is going to be a 42-yard field goal attempt on the last play of the first half. The extra point that they tried earlier was blocked. They've got it spotted. Conkle's going to hold it and put it down right on the 32-yard line, which makes it a 42-yard field goal. Cooper George back to kick it. Snap back, hold good, kick, and it's no good. And that's going to end our first half. 6-6 here at Southtown. Coshocton and Maysville locked in a low-scoring battle. It's tied at 6 apiece here at halftime. Stay tuned for the AVC Sports Halftime Show. You're watching high school football brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV. Welcome to the AVC Sports Halftime Show. It's week 5 of high school football. I'm Dave Hilliard along with Brett Klein. Brett, we've got 5 games on the family of AVC stations tonight.
Yes, we do.
Coshocton is at Maysville. That's on YRP TV. Coshocton still looking for win 1. Maysville, they've been shut out a couple of times.
Yes.
Last week, 38-0 against Sheridan, so they're looking for win number 2.
Yes, we can have a handful of different games going on this week, but what's important with Coshocton and Maysville, I think both of these teams have something to prove this week.
Excellent, yes.
So if we go over to WILE 97.7 FM, this game will also be on YRP TV. YourRadioPlace.com is where you can find all of these games. The Bel Air Big Red come into town. They take on the Cambridge Bobcats. It is homecoming tonight, Dave.
Homecoming, and also I was just noticing this. Bel Air has dominated Cambridge over the years. 35-12 for winning 74% of the games against Cambridge. But I talked to Coach Gunn this week, and I really think Cambridge really has a good shot at this one. They really do. Bel Air has played, they're 3-1, but a couple of their games, they haven't beat a team that's got a winning record yet. So I'm still holding out hope for the Bobcats in this one.
Yeah, and for Cambridge, this is week 5. All you've had to do these past 4 weeks is improve.
Exactly. And then Meadowbrook is visiting Philo. That's on KC 105 tonight, also on YRP TV YouTube. And the Colts, they have lost their first 2 games of the season. Both were undefeated teams, though. Now they've evened their record at 2-2. Justice Huey throwing the ball over the place. He's a record-setting quarterback at Meadowbrook. He's got the most passing yards ever there. And then Philo, they've kind of found their ground game, and they're really running the football. So contrasting styles. Each team 2-2, so somebody's going to come out of there with a winning record. And then we've also got Union Local visiting Shenandoah tonight. That's on WBNV.
Yeah, people can go and they can listen to that game, get the call for all of that. The Jets undefeated, and Shenandoah, they had a great start to the season.
Yes.
Defeated Edison, but they've had a couple tumbles back and forth. They are 2-2.
Right.
So we'll kind of see. I think tonight that game is going to be really rumbling tonight.
Well, the Jets they're undefeated, and they score 38 points a game, but Braxton Barnett at the controls for the Zeps. I mean, he's a very dynamic quarterback, and they have the ability to put some points on the board. So I would anticipate a high-scoring one in that one. And then Sheridan visits John Glenn tonight.
A big MVL game tonight.
And that's a big one. And, Sheridan, John Glenn, and I would have thought the series was closer, but I checked this one out. Sheridan has won 40 of the 50, it's 58 games, 40 of the 58 games against John Glenn. And I would have thought, the Little Muskies probably were a little better than that against Sheridan. But Sheridan did beat them last year 14-0. They've won 6 straight against John Glenn, too.
Yeah, when, you have such a consistent program like Sheridan. Now, 2-2 this year. They're looking for, more consistency. John Glenn having the better record. But again, Sheridan, that program has been very strong, very consistent
Exactly.
for so long. So it's going to be a good battle on our hands tonight over in New Concord.
I would-
A quick note to mention, West Muskingum was set to travel to Riverview tonight. That game has been canceled. Riverview's kind of taking it week to week, dealing with some injuries among the team.
Right.
When your team is as small as it is, and you're not dealing with as many players, it's kind of hard to get people in and out. West Muskingum, they tried looking, but they do have the week off this week.
Well, coming up next on the AVC Sports Halftime Show, I interviewed Coach Kevin Gunn of the Cambridge Bobcats. You'll see that next on the AVC Sports Halftime Show. Coach Kevin Gunn of the Cambridge Bobcats joins us here on the AVC Halftime Show. Coach Gunn, your 7th season, although it's the 2nd stint here at Cambridge, and I got to mention you're a Cambridge alum and a Muskingum alum, so I got to throw that in there today too. But what brought about a 2nd stint as the head coach here at Cambridge?
I was very much content being an assistant for the rest of my career.
Yeah.
And Coach Leak and I had talked, and he had always asked if he ever left, would I take it over? Because
Right.
he does care about the kids, and so
Sure.
do I. And it was just one of those moments. He pulled me in after school there in the spring, and he said, I'm going to be moving on. And I made a decision over the weekend,
Sure.
decided to go back after
Right,
it.
yeah.
And the biggest thing is my relationship with the kids, and that was the biggest reason why is I thought I wanted to be around them another year and to see
Sure.
just to be around from a head coaching position.
Well, I like to think of the head coach as like a CEO of the whole program. So what's one thing that you're trying to establish here in your entire program at Cambridge?
I am wanting to make sure that consistency throughout the program is going to be paramount, whether it be play calling, the expectations of the kids,
Sure.
During the season. But I think the biggest thing that I want to see, taken care of is what are we going to do consistently after
Exactly.
the season.
I think that's important in any sport. The head coach, you got to establish consistency. I think that's a great goal.
Yes, you're trying to develop those habits, but the reality is your season for next year is going to be the moment we're done with this season.
Right.
That's what's going to determine your success.
So week 5 right now. So what are your goals the rest of the way for your team?
We're going to look for still a little bit of improvement here.
Sure.
The kids are working their tails off. We're having great practices still. It's just now getting them to be consistently on
Right.
the field performing and being able to deal with adversity consistently as far as handling it.
And speaking of adversity, and it's no secret, I actually broadcast the last Cambridge win. It was October 28th, 2022 in the playoffs down at Logan Elm. And I know it's really hard when you're not winning. How do you motivate the kids each week to play?
I'm just hoping that the relationship and it's not just me.
Right.
It's everybody that's part of the program from a coaching standpoint
Sure.
or anybody who's involved. It's their relationship with those kids to make sure that they understand it's important that you got to be able to grind things out each and every day, and there is a reason. The change is not going to happen overnight.
Exactly.
The change is going to take time, so that's what I want to make sure everybody understands is we got to continue to step forward and move forward to be able to see progress.
Well, and you said, improvement, definitely a goal. And then, we're meeting you here before practice. What does a typical work week look like for you guys from Monday going up until game day on Friday?
Well, on Mondays, what we try and do is we balance out the offense and defense, and my biggest thing this year from a development standpoint was making sure that we have a lot of time for the JVs and the freshmen
Sure.
so that they get quality reps and they're not just used
Right.
as tackling dummies as a lot of times it's done.
Yes,
because of
yes.
the time situation. But I want to make sure that these kids are developing, they're learning, and they're getting quality reps and quality coaching from us when it's them, not just when we see them
Right.
once in a while.
So offensively and defensively, what would we expect to see out of you guys this week, as a matter of fact?
Actually, what we want to do is offensively, we still want to be able to mix it up, but we want to try and establish a ground game.
Right.
We've got a plethora of pretty good, talented running backs,
Mhm.
and I want to be able to see us, run the ball and establish control of the line of scrimmage, and that's also going to be on the defensive side of the ball. We want to control the line.
You're playing Bel Air. What's something you think you need to take away from Bel Air in order to be successful?
Well, the thing is, Bel Air, if you look at Bel Air, they are simple, but they're very effective.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And with our kids, it's like, okay, we want to establish the ground game and then build off of that. That's what we would like to do. They've got a speed to be able to attack the edges. We want to make sure from a defensive standpoint that we're doing our having control, making sure
Right.
our duties and responsibilities, we know what we're doing, and staying to that task.
Well, Coach Gunny, we certainly appreciate you joining us here on the AVC Sports Halftime Show, and we appreciate you watching the AVC Sports Halftime Show.
AVC Communications is your one-stop destination for all your marketing and communication needs. Whether you are a small business or a large corporation, our expert team specializes in creating customized solutions that drive results. From radio advertising and digital marketing to graphic design and event promotions, we've got the tools to make your brand stand out. Locally owned and operated, AVC Communications is dedicated to helping you connect with your audience and grow your business. Trust us to take your marketing to the next level.
Welcome back to the AVC Sports Halftime Show. Certainly appreciate Coach Kevin Gunn joining us from Cambridge, working hard to develop his program, and those wins are going to come for them eventually. It's just a matter of time. He's trying to get things done the right way. Really appreciate, again, his time, the coaches that have to take time out to talk to us. We really appreciate what they do.
Of course.
And their time demands, so it was really nice he could do that for us. We've got 4 games coming up next week, Brett, on the AVC family of stations. What do we got going on?
We do. Down in Caldwell, Fort Fry, one of their 4 home games. Not as many as you want, but hey, you can't fight that too much. Fort Fry at Caldwell, we're expecting a good game. That'll be on WBNV 93.5 FM and WirePTV, available on yourradioplace.com. We go over just a little bit, if you look on a map, just a tiny bit over.
Just a little
Philo visits Crooksville. That'll be on Nash Icon 98.5, 107.9. You can also watch that game on WirePTV. And then John Glenn travels to Byesville. They're going to take on the Meadowbrook Colts. That game, Kicking Country, KC 105 and WirePTV. And one more game for this week. The East Liverpool Potters making a little bit of a trip to Cambridge. They'll take on the Bobcats. You can listen to that game. WILE 97.7 FM.
Well, what's going to happen, I think, it's really after this week and then next week, the playoff picture is really going to come into focus, and we'll be talking about who's probably going to be in, who's probably going to be out. One of the projections I'm reading, and this is something we'll keep an eye on as things go on, Brett, John Glenn is in a very tough region. Region 11, Division 3, Tri-Valley's in there. They are projected, if they go 7-3, they won't make the playoffs.
That is going to be tough if you are a Muskie fan or even just any form of John Glenn fan whatsoever.
Right.
I do know that the OHSAA has released their playoff rankings.
Yes.
You can see any local teams that are in that rankings. We have the article on yourradioplace.com.
Well, Brett, that's it for this week, and we certainly appreciate everyone watching our games on YRP-TV and also participating in our halftime show.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You okay?
Sorry, I can't sleep with this cough.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with NyQuil VapoCool. It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
So you ready to get some sleep? Thank you, NyQuil VapoCool.
NyQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing nighttime coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Halftime action here at Southtown, Maysville and Coshocton in a low-scoring but interesting battle here. It's 6-6 at halftime. Both teams have had opportunities, especially Maysville. They got down inside the 1-yard line and could not punch it in. Coshocton with a great goal line stand there as they stopped Maysville 3 times inside the 1-yard line. Our scoring summary here so far, with 10:21 to play in the second quarter, Maysville on the board first. A 6-yard touchdown run from Landon Iden. The PAT, they went for 2. It was no good. And that's a big factor in this game. Maysville without probably one of the best kickers in the area, Matthew Harper, not able to play tonight. He's got an injury, and he is just not available for the Panthers tonight. So they're trying to make do. They went for 2, didn't get it. Coshocton, and I will mention that touchdown was set up by an unbelievable catch by Landon Iden. He down the sideline, a one-handed grab. And that right now looks like the great play of the game, unless somebody else does something spectacular here in the second half. Coshocton scored with a 5:54 to go in the second quarter. A 5-yard touchdown run by Logan Wentz, and that evened the score. And then that was a 7-play, 53-yard drive. That evened the score at 6 apiece because the PAT, well, it was blocked. Maysville took over. They had some opportunities. They got it to midfield. They ran a little halfback pass with Gator Nichols. Got it out to midfield, but drive stalled, turned it over on downs right about midfield. Coshocton takes over, and they're trying to take some chances and get it in the end zone. They decided to try a 42-yard field goal, and it was blocked also, or deflected a little bit at the line of scrimmage. So again, kicking game is a big part of this football game, and neither team has been able to convert so far. Our sponsors again for tonight's game: Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solution, Great Clips of Zanesville, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doan Ford, People's Bank, and Shriver's Pharmacy, all sponsors of our game tonight. Also, we've got a Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. And of course, I talked about the Great Clips, Great Play of the Game that we'll be awarding in the postgame. Being entertained by the Maysville Band right now. They do such a nice job. They have great numbers in their band. And every time that I've been in Maysville, the band just does a fantastic job. They're really entertaining. And just appreciate all the hard work that those kids do to get out here on this field and perform at halftime. It's really great to see such a nice sized band, and they do a great job. So hats off to the Maysville Band. A little bit of a scoreboard update here now. And again, our scoreboard update brought to you from the Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. Monroe Central leads Buckeye Local 28-7. Sheridan leads John Glenn 10-7 at halftime. Fort Fry leads Harrison Central 36-6 at the half. Ridgewood leads Strasburg 28-7 at the half. Here's a surprise to me. I thought this would be high scoring, but I thought Shenandoah would have some points on the board. Union Local 34, Shenandoah nothing. That's at the half. Licking Valley 28, Newark Catholic 0 at the half. Barnesville leads River 49-0 at half. And I really want to go see the Barnesville Shamrocks play because they have one of the longest winning streaks in the state of Ohio. It is impressive. They have really put together some nice seasons back to back to back here. And again, they've just been dominant as they lead tonight 49-0. Trying to get some more scores here for you as well. Sometimes the internet can be a fickle thing, and then sometimes it's a great thing, as I believe most of the schools, the discussion here in the press box, most of the schools in the area were without internet today. I know John Glenn, East Muskingum was, they said Maysville was, other school districts in the area, everybody no internet today, which means their phones weren't working either. All right, trying to get to the more scores here, and again, Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. Big game in the MVL, Tri-Valley 34, New Lex 7. And that's a surprise there. I thought New Lex would hang a little better, but a really tough, emotional win for them last week as they scored on a fourth down play late in the game to win that one. Garraway, another really solid football team. They lead Malvern 13-8 at the half. Philo leads Meadowbrook 31-14, that at the half. Northridge leads Zanesville 7-0. It's in the second quarter. Bel Air 20, Cambridge nothing. That is at halftime. Marietta 13, Whitehall Yearling 8 at the half. Newcomerstown leads Claymont at the half 21-8. Morgan finds a way to get ahead in this game. They're up 12-7 against Crooksville, that game down at Morgan. Our game, as we said, tied up at 6 at the half. And here's a surprise to me. Danville is a really nice small school program, Division 7, and they are getting thumped at halftime tonight, 34-0 by Northmore. Indian Valley leads Buckeye Trail 35-8. That is at the half. And that's all the scores that I have right now. And we'll see if my man Bryce can hook us up with some more scores as well. But right now, halftime about wrapping up. Coshocton coming back out on the field. Each team got in the end zone one time, and the way this game is going, one more touchdown might be the difference. And I think it's going to be a touchdown because the kicking game has been kind of suspect tonight. As I said, no Harper for the Panthers. And of course, Coshocton's had a couple of kicks blocked. It's 6 apiece here at Southtown. Second half coming up. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Looking for reliability, style, and affordability? Look no further than Doan Ford's Ford Fiesta with a fuel-efficient 1.6-liter i4 engine and a smooth 5-speed manual transmission. It's perfect for city streets or open highways. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a rear-view camera for added safety. With low miles, this Fiesta is ready to roll for a very low cost. Visit Doan Ford today and drive away in style. Located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Halftime winding down here at Southtown, ready for the second half of this one. And I wouldn't say it's a barn burner, but it has been an entertaining football game. It's 6-6. Both teams into the end zone one time, and the difference really in the game, Coshocton made an unbelievable stop as they stopped the Panthers 3 times inside the 1-yard line. And this was after Maysville took possession because Coshocton fumbled the football on a punt, never gained possession of it, so Maysville got it in great field position. They were on the Coshocton 31-yard line. 8 plays later, though, they got stopped inside the 1. Just a really good job from Coshocton, and that is really the difference in the football game right now. A touchdown there would make it at least 12-6, so huge play from Coshocton in the game. Now, I'm looking for a great clips, a great play of the game, and right now that belongs to Landon Iden. One-handed grab down the sideline, so outstanding catch by him. Also, we've got a Lock 9 Pizza player of the game, and I think somebody's going to win that here in the second half. I think there's going to be a play where somebody's going to score a touchdown, and it's going to be meaningful in the grand scheme of the game. All right, Conkle meeting Wilhite out at midfield. A formality, basically. They just got to ask Coshocton, all right, you deferred to the second half. Do you want the football? And I think the answer is yes. So they're going to take the football to start the second half. As they won the toss at the beginning of the game, they deferred to the second half. So that's what you want to try to do. The thing that a lot of pro teams try to do right now, they try to pair a score right before the end of the first half with getting possession to start the second half. I know the Patriots have been kind of famous for that over the years, and it's a really good situation. Now, Coshocton couldn't get it into the end zone, but again, they just ended on offense. They're going to start on offense again, as Maysville is going to have to kick it off. And as I pointed out, no Matthew Harper kicking the ball for Maysville tonight. So the chances of Coshocton getting decent field position here out of this opening kick of the second half is pretty good. Clock winding down now. There's a minute here in the warm-up, but teams are out on the field. And we will get this second half underway momentarily. Beautiful facility here at Southtown. They have an unbelievable press box. It's air conditioned, so that makes me really happy on a hot evening like this one, an air conditioned press box. So you got to love the climate control. They have a fabulous view here on top of the hill and just an outstanding facility, just a really great looking track, and of course the football field top notch here at Southtown. So second half going to get underway. And again, the kicker for Maysville going to be number 73, Jacob Tumblin. He's handled the duties tonight. Coshocton not very deep down the field. They're pretty much crowding the line as his kickoffs have been relatively short. And that one's on the ground right at somebody in the very first row of the return team. And it's fell on right there, number 20, Jackson Smith. Did a really nice job covering that kick. Jackson, he of the great reception that set up Coshocton down at the 5-yard line where they were able to punch it in. So Coshocton right here, they're going to start off on their 48-yard line. Great field position. And if I am the Redskins, I would try to find a way, see if I could get Haley some room and win some room up the middle of the field. That's where they've had the most success running the football. Going to hand it off this time in the backfield. Nice move in the backfield there by Bronston as he made a couple people miss, cut it upfield, and got almost enough for a first down. And as a matter of fact, the line judges are saying that is a first down. So one play, a first down for the Redskins, and they are in Panther territory. Conkle looking over to sideline. He's getting a play that he will relay to his teammates in the huddle. A lot of teams now don't huddle. They like to get up there and they have the little pads that's got all the plays on their wrist. But that time they were in a huddle. This time Conkle wanted to throw the football, but it was knocked away, and that was the kicker. That was number 73, Jacob Tumblin, that knocked that away, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 42. Tumblin couldn't get to Conkle, but he did get his hands up and block the pass. And the officials are stopping momentarily, and they're going to take, this could be an equipment thing here as Colton Dumont comes out. He's replaced by Aiden Rhodes. All right, 2nd down for the Redskins. Conkle under center. He's going to hand it off. And again, that's that same play they opened the second half with as he hands it to Isaiah Bronston in the backfield, and Bronston makes the most of it. He carries it all the way down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 7, and that brings up 3rd down now and 3 for the Redskins. And probably this is going to be one of those situations, I'd say they're going to get 2 tries to try to pick up 3 yards. You don't punt it from there in a tie football game. So I think the Redskins are going to get 2 plays to try to get the first down. Conkle, he hands it off in the backfield, cutting across. It's Wentz. Wentz, he got hit pretty hard and stood up, but he did get the first down. They're saying move the change, and Wentz, a tough run, he picks up the first down. And Coshocton in business here on their first possession of the second half. They got it on their own 48. They've now moved it down to the 32-yard line of Maysville. Clock is moving, 10.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Coshocton to the line of scrimmage. Senior quarterback Colton Conkle. He puts the motion man in, and in the backfield, Haley was grabbed, missed, but his teammates came and wrapped him up. And that was number 76 in there quickly. That was Dumoult, as he made a nice play in the backfield. He missed him, but he did blow up the run, and that's going to cause a loss back to the 35. So a 3-yard loss. Second down and 13 for the Redskins. And this is a down and distance that's not favorable to this team. They need second down and manageable. But again, they're probably looking at second, third, and fourth downs to try to make up this yardage. Conkle, he's going to run it himself. He's got some blockers. He tries to bounce it to the outside, but he is going to be thrown out of bounds and tackled after another loss on the play. It goes back about another yard. And that's going to be marked around the 37-yard line. It is, so that's a loss of 2. And now a third down and a bunch here for the Redskins. They've moved backwards after getting that first down at the 32. They need 15 here on third down. This time, Conkle in the shotgun. Puts Bronson in motion. Throws him out in the flat. It's caught. Nope, he dropped it. Wentz has it. A nice pass from Conkle. He hit Wentz right in the hands on the move, where he probably can turn upfield and get the first down, and he dropped it. Might have turned his head a little bit before the ball got there, but nevertheless, whatever happened there, it is an incomplete pass. And that brings up 4th and 15. And Coshocton, they're going to go ahead and punt this one. They're bringing the punt team in. They get to the line quickly, and they're going to punt it here. I don't think either team's really confident in their ability to drive the length of the field. And there's a high kick that's caught right at the 10-yard line. Nichols on the catch. And Maysville now will start with their first possession of the second half at their own 10-yard line. Good job by Gator Nichols. He stood right at the 10. It came to him. He made the fair catch, and he caught it. I think one of my pet peeves in watching football are kids that fair catch it back at the 5 or at the 4-yard line. I mean, pay attention to where you're at on the field. Most teams, they'll tell you, stay at the 10. If it goes over your head, let it go. Maysville on first down. Rock's going to hand it off, and being pursued down the line of scrimmage. A really great play defensively. And a nice play coming up there, number 27 for Coshocton. A nice play there, and he barely got back to the line of scrimmage, as they're going to call it second down and 9. And Maysville to the line of scrimmage again. Play just went nowhere quickly. It looked like he had some room, but nice pursuit by the inside of the Coshocton line. And now Coshocton jumped offside, and that's going to be a free 5 yards for the Panthers. That's going to move it out to the 17, and that's huge in this field position battle that's going on right here to start this second half. 8 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the second half. Coshocton had the first possession of the second half, ended up punting the football. Maysville took over at their own 10. Not much on first down now, courtesy of penalty. They're out to the 17-yard line, and it's second and short. Going to hand it off, looking on that right side, turns it upfield. Nice play, making people miss. That's Gator Nichols. Gator Nichols across the 25, out to the 27-yard line. Nice pickup for Gator Nichols as he gets an easy first down. 27-yard line. So that's going to be a 10-yard pickup for Nichols. And now the clock moves under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Panthers on their own 28. This time Rock underneath center. And he's going to hand it off, and there's going to be nothing going right there. Wilhite tackled in the hole, no gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Nice defensive pressure as the Coshocton defensive line gets off the ball. And there's no room. There's no room for the ball carrier right there, and he might have even lost a little bit of yardage. They're going to mark it at the 27, so he did lose one. 2nd down and 11. Rock this time back in the shotgun. He's got a man in the left flat, and he's open. It's Gator Nichols, and he's got more. Gator's down the sideline, and he's loose and almost breaks it. He gets all the way across midfield, across the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Nice play, nice throw by Cade Rock. Quick set, he got it out, and then Nichols made people miss, and he got it all the way down to the 35-yard line. Now Maysville has flipped the field, and they've got a chance to get it in the end zone here. They're on the Coshocton 35, less than 7 minutes to go here. It's a tie football game, 6 apiece. They're trying to put together a scoring drive here as their first possession of the second half. Rock, he puts Nichols in motion. He hands it to Nichols. Nichols cuts up middle across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. And that's a pickup of about 5. So now 2nd and a short 5 here for the Panthers. Gator Nichols, it looks like they're making a concerted effort to get the ball into Nichols' hands. As we mentioned, he was a little bit banged up, but he's toughing it out. And he's making some big plays for his football team. He's over on the left side in this wing T. He goes in motion again. Rock's going to hand it off in the hole, and he is swallowed up. And number 5 is going nowhere. That's Wilhite. My goodness, what a great defensive play. Coshocton's number 24, J.T. Newell. He almost got there before the ball did. And that's going to mark it back to the 35-yard line. He was in the backfield in a hurry. Nice defensive play. And now 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. And again, I would say we're looking at 2 chances to get this first down. Rock in the shotgun. Looks out on the left flat, and he had a man, and it's caught. A nice catch there by number 11, Landon Iden. Goes to the ground, makes a nice catch. He threw it where only his receiver could catch it. It was low and away, and Landon Iden went down and got it. And they mark it at the 23. Just inside the 24, around the 23. So that's a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. A huge 3rd down pickup. And again, the clock moves now. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Each team with 1 possession so far in this third quarter. Maysville trying to cash in. They run a little counter action, and it's going to be inside the 20. And that was Nichols again on the carry. Little counter action in the backfield. Nichols takes the ball all the way down to the 22. Seeing where the officials have got it marked, it is at the 22. Excuse me, not the 22. The 17. 6-yard pickup. 2nd and short now. The 9th play of the drive for the Panthers. Clock now to 4:15 to play in the third quarter. It's 6 apiece here at Southtown. Man in motion. Rock to his right. And he's under pressure, and he's just going to throw it away. Oh, he did find a man, but it skipped in. Looked like he was just going to throw it away. He was trying to get that down there to Gator Nichols. It did skip, but again, incomplete pass, and now third down again, another big third down in this football game. Coshocton looking for another stop. They stopped this team 3 times inside the 1 early in the game. And we'll see if the Coshocton defense can rise up again. Maysville spreads the formation. They've got 2 receivers to each side of the field. Rock rolls to his left. Now he's under pressure, and he's got a man, and it's caught at the 10-yard line for a first down. Rock did a nice job of staying patient and completing the pass downfield for the first down right at the 10-yard line. So now first and goal, and again, you've got the Panthers down here where they had trouble in the first half. They couldn't punch it in, and that's the reason this game is tied at 6 right now. Rock trying to take advantage of the situation. He hands it to Nichols. Nichols trying to get wide. He cuts it up. He gets down to the 5, almost taken from him, but he gets into the end zone. A Coshocton defender almost stripped it from Nichols, but he gets into the end zone, and there is a touchdown to give the Panthers a 12-6 lead. Nice job by Maysville, as that ends up being an 89-yard drive. Took 11 plays. They get into the end zone, courtesy of Gator Nichols. He almost got the ball stripped from him around the 5-yard line, but he gets it into the end zone. Did a nice job cutting up field and getting it north and south and getting into the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt. Rock, it's going to be a pass. Nichols, and it's picked off by Conkle, I believe, and that's a dead ball in high school football. Nichols trying to throw it for the 2, and again, 2-point conversion no good. Our score remains Maysville 12, Coshocton 6. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
There's something about a fresh haircut from the friendly, skilled stylists at Great Clips that just makes life, well, greater. The sun shines brighter, your step feels springier, even your jokes are funnier. And the best part? When you use Great Clips online check-in, you can get in for a haircut without having to rearrange your day or your budget. Download the app today and start feeling that much greater in just a few taps. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Third quarter action at Southtown. The Maysville Panthers just put together an 11-play, 89-yard drive to get the go-ahead touchdown in this one. They lead 12-6. PAT's hard to come by in this football game tonight. We haven't seen a successful one yet. Little update on the Bradley lending team with First Ohio Home Finance scoreboard. Monroe Central leads Buckeye Local 28-7. Sheridan has extended their lead now to 17-7 over John Glenn. Ridgewood 35, Strasburg 7. Licking Valley 35, Newark Catholic nothing. Union Local 41, Shenandoah nothing. Tri-Valley leading New Lex 34-7. That's a halftime score. Here comes the kickoff from the Panthers. A rolling kick, and it's going to be picked up inside the 30. Across the 35 and brought down at the 37. It looked like Braunston on the return. And Coshocton will take over 1st and 10 on their own 37, looking for the equalizer in this one. 3:42 to play, and the Panthers of Maysville have taken a 12-6 lead over the Coshocton Redskins. They actually marked that ball at the 36-yard line. So that's where Coshocton will take over. Coshocton needing the equalizer here, and they've got to go 64 yards to do it. Handoff in the backfield. That's Braunston. Head down, trying to power forward across the 40-yard line. Big pile of people. Finally, Braunston to the ground, it looks like, at the 41. And they're talking about maybe a possible fumble by Braunston, but I'm looking at the officials. They're going to have a conversation about what happened there. They're trying to, and they are saying it is Maysville football. Bronston must have lost the ball in that scrum. It looked like it got stripped from him. And again, Coshocton, their own worst enemy as they turn the ball over with a fumble after running just one play. And now Maysville, their second possession of the second half, they take over with a 12-6 lead and 3:27 to play in the third quarter. We've got a quarter left plus 3:27 here. And Coshocton, another turnover has really set Maysville up in great field position where Maysville could get up 2 scores, and that would be a tough one to overcome in this game. 5 seconds on the play clock. Maysville in a hurry to the line of scrimmage. Rock's going to hand it off and go straight ahead to Alex Ray. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 40. So looks like a pickup of 1 yard. They're going to mark it at the 39, so second down and 8. Maysville bringing in some different personnel here in this football game. And here come the Panthers to the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him this time. And he's going to hand it off, and it's Nichols trying to pick his way, and he's going to be brought down. Maybe a 2-yard pickup to the 37-yard line. Not much room there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Maysville Panthers. Clock running, 2:25 to play in the third quarter. Maysville not in a big hurry. They're sending the play in. They're huddling. Play clock still 12 seconds left, so they've got plenty of time here. Maysville rocking the shotgun. Play clock winds down, puts the man in motion, going to flip it to him, trying to get the left side, and he's brought down. A nice defensive play as the defender shot through there. Looked like he was going to be able to get to the corner, but no doing there as Champ Haley comes up, forces him to turn back inside. And this time, Maysville, they're going to decide to punt this one, and I think that's probably a good idea. You got a chance to pin the Redskins deep here, and Coshocton had trouble driving the length of the field tonight. So he's going to kick the ball, and the clock moves with 1:21 to play in the third quarter. High snap, he goes up and gets it. The punt is going to be down inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to go inside the 5 as it hits and bounces straight up, and it's going to be marked at the 3-yard line. A nice job by the Maysville special teams. They get that down at the 3-yard line. A nice punt, nice coverage. Now Coshocton staring at 97 yards worth of football field that they're going to have to drive to try to tie the game. 1:06 to play in this third quarter. Coshocton now trying to get it out of the shadow of their own goalpost again. Tough field position, handoff straight ahead. Plenty of running room. Big room, cross the 25, out to the 30, 35, 40, 45. Finally thrown down at midfield. A great play there, and that's Wentz. Wentz on the carry, and he changes field position drastically as he gets it all the way out to midfield. A 40, well, they're going to mark it into the Maysville side of the field at the 48. So that was a 49-yard pickup to get it across midfield, and that's a huge play in the game. Now Coshocton's got some breathing room. They've actually got it into Maysville territory. Clock stopped momentarily here, 55 seconds. Now it's rolling again to play in the third quarter. Maysville leads this game 12-6. Coshocton lines up. Bronson in motion, they're going to hand it to him. and he is going to be thrown down for a loss in the backfield. And a nice play there by the Maysville defensive line. They pushed back the blockers of the Coshocton offensive line into the ball carrier, and he had nowhere to go. That's a loss all the way back to the 48-yard line of Coshocton, a 4-yard loss. So now 2nd and 14 for the Redskins. Conkle got his team to the line of scrimmage. Going to hand it off again. Picking his way, it's Wentz again up to midfield. Going to pick up about 4 yards that they just lost on the last play. So now that play will end our third quarter. Maysville clinging to a short lead, 12-6 at the end of 3. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Fourth quarter ready to get underway here at Southtown. Coshocton facing a 3rd and 10 from the Maysville 48. Maysville has taken the lead in that third quarter, 12-6. Now Conkle going to throw it. He's rolling to his right. Held it a little too long. Now he's got to loft it downfield, and this is going to be thrown out of bounds. Really didn't have anybody to throw it to, so that's going to bring up 4th down from the 48. 4th and 10. They did a good job of changing field position. A big run gets them out of bad field position, but now it looks like they're going to line up to punt this one back to Maysville. And the ever-present Gator Nichols back to return. I've seen him return a punt for a touchdown once this year. Very shifty player, capable of taking it to the house on a punt. Good snap, almost blocked. Nice pressure there, but it's a good kick, and it's going to hit down at the 25, but spin back. And it's going to go to the 26-yard line, but there looks like there's going to be a flag for some extracurricular activity that took place right in the middle of the field, and I think it's going to be on Coshocton. So that might give Maysville even better field position. Both teams have traded punts. And there's a little bit of discussion going on about who is the penalty on. It's a personal foul against Coshocton. So they're going to mark that one off against the Redskins. And Maysville now, where they were going to start at their 26, that's going to be out over the 40-yard line. And it is now at the 41, so that's where Maysville takes over. Not much change of field position in that punt. Well, here's your situation, 11:42 to play in the football game. Maysville has the ball and the lead. It's 12-6. They would like to run some time and score if all possible, and not leaving much time left. Rock, he's got Nichols in motion. Looked like he's going to throw it out there in the flat, but he threw it high downfield. I think that's one of those where really they were looking at using Nichols as a decoy, and they had an open receiver, but the throw was just a little bit high. And now that brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 41. 12-6, Panthers over Redskins. And again, Maysville not in a big hurry, although the clock is not moving. And we're down to 20 seconds on the play clock. Still 11:37 left to play in the football game. Receiver wide to the side. They're going to run that counter action in the backfield again, and nothing doing. They tried to get that to Gator Nichols on that counter, and that's going to be a loss. Back to the 40-yard line. So now another big play in the football game for the Coshocton defense. It's 3rd and 11, and they would certainly like to get the ball back and try to tie this thing. Maysville, they've got other plans. They'd like to get a first down, keep the clock moving, and possibly score here and put this game on ice. We'll see what Coach Clark has planned here for his Panthers. It's 3rd and 11. Rock in the shotgun, straight back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket and he's running for his life, and he's going to try to turn his shoulders and run upfield, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be another loss. I think it's going to be, they're going to move him back to the 39. So another loss. 38 is where they mark it. And Coshocton again comes up with the stop they need. Now can they take advantage with their offense, because Maysville back in punt formation. And I will say that Alex Ray has done a nice job punting the football for Maysville. Both punters have done pretty well tonight. And that's another good kick. And they're going to let it bounce. And I'm really not sure why high school players will not come up and make the catch. Everybody plays on these turf fields where you're going to get a huge bounce and it's going to roll forward. And that's what happened. That probably meant another 10 to 15 yards in field position, because nobody from Coshocton wanted to catch the football. And they're at the 22. And they trail this game 12-6. 78 yards away from a tying score. And I will say last week I saw them put together a 77-yard drive, so it's definitely in their wheelhouse. But Maysville's got something to say about that. This time handoff in the backfield. And maybe a loss of a play. And again, Maysville kind of blew up that with that defensive penetration. That's going to go back to the 21-yard line. And a 2nd and 11. Clock moving now, 10:08 to play in the game. There's got to be a little bit of a sense of urgency here for the Redskins. Wentz in motion. Conkle rolls to his right. Now he runs to his left. He's got a room if he's going to run it, and he does. He turns upfield and he gets it across the 25 to the 28-yard line. Had some room over there, took advantage of it as he swung back around to the left side. And there is a timeout on the field for an injury. And it looks like one of these that is it's a cramp is what it looks like. Again, I've seen this with the hot temperatures, and you know, these hot temperatures, the kids sweat a lot, and that just leads to cramping, and they're looking like they're trying to stretch out a hamstring over there. We'll keep it right here as we do a little game reset here. 9:39 to go in the game. Coshocton trails Maysville 12-6. And the ball is marked at the 29-yard line. So a pickup of 8 yards right there. And there are 2 Coshocton players that are down on the field right now, and they both are being tended to by people that look like they are trying to stretch their hamstring. So you got one of those being Colton Conkle, who's going to probably have to come out of the game here. And you would certainly like to have Colton Conkle on the field in a very important third and short. But I believe he has to come out of the game. So now, has Coshocton prepared for that eventuality? What happens if Colton Conkle is out of the game? Who takes over? We'll have the answer here in just a minute as we're going to line up and play a very important third down in this football game. At the 29, and they bring in a freshman quarterback, and he's going to fake the handoff, roll to his right. He's going to throw the football, and it's incomplete, but there's going to be pass interference. Rock is going to be called for pass interference, and that's going to give the Redskins a first down by penalty. Boy, Coach Smith rolling the dice with a freshman quarterback. Comes into the football game, hasn't really done much. Mason Williams. And he comes out throwing it, and it works out for him because a penalty against Maysville is going to give them the first down, and the ball's marked all the way. We'll see where they're finally going to stop here at the 44-yard line. So, huge play in the game. 44-yard line. First down. 9.5 minutes to play in the football game. Conkle back in under center, and there's going to be a false start. So they're going to give up 5 yards that they just picked up in a lot of penalty yardage. So that is going to move the ball back to the 39. Coshocton has gotten these situations where they've had a penalty or they've had a negative play that's put them behind the sticks, and here they are facing a 1st and 15 here. 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Wentz gets the handoff and really goes nowhere. I think he got to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a second down and 15. And the clock has been stopped. Not really sure why. Trying to figure out why they've stopped the clock and they stopped the action. Now we're running the clock, I think. All right, clock moves now, 9:12. Conkle to his left, throws the ball across the middle field a little bit high. Had a receiver out near midfield, but a little bit overthrown. And here comes a big third down play in the football game. 9:06 to go. Maysville leading 12-6. Conkle tried to throw that one sidearm. Must have been trying to throw it around the oncoming rush as he dropped down to throw that sidearm, and it went a little bit high on him. It sailed. And here come the Redskins now, a huge third down and 15 in this football game. Conkle under a lot of pressure, and he's trying to stay, and he goes down and he fumbles the football, and Maysville is going to recover it. Conkle immediately under pressure, tried to get loose, and there is another fumble by the Coshocton Redskins. Maysville now with a first down, and they are inside the Coshocton side of the field. I think they're putting this down around the 40-yard line. And another fumble from the Coshocton Redskins. 4 fumbles by the Coshocton Redskins in this football game.
Put it at the 39. We've kind of ground to a halt here in the last few minutes. Maysville football first down and 10. They lead at 12-6.
Just after 9 o'clock.
Thanks for making
Game's been moving pretty well here, but we've bogged down just a little bit here late in this game. 8:56 to play, and, and now they're going to stop and play again. And here we go. We're going to have a stoppage of play for water is what I'm going to assume. So we'll take a quick break here ourselves. You're watching high school football brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Dave Hilliard back at Southtown. An interesting game we've had going on here. It's 12-6, Maysville leads. 8:56 to play in the football game. We just had a stoppage of play that was called by the officials to allow the players to get a drink of water, I believe is what they did. Now the action back here, first down for Maysville. They just got a fumble. And I would be very surprised if we saw Maysville throw the football right now. I think they want to run the football and run some time off of the clock. And, of course, Rock's going to throw it on first down. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he throws it, and it's out of bounds. So that does a couple of things. It stops the clock, and it brings up a 2nd and 10. And if you're Coshocton, you want the clock stopped. And Maysville just did it for him. And I thought for sure they would be running the football, but again, I'm not a football coach, nor was I ever a football coach. Just guessing. I am undefeated as an announcer, though. So, 39-yard line. 2nd and 10. Rock straight back. He's getting flushed out of the pocket again, and he is going to be thrown down at the 40-yard line. A huge loss. A 20-yard loss. I'll call it a 19-yard loss. You can't do that. You just cannot do that in this situation. You've got the ball in Coshocton territory. And again, he was going to throw it, and I'm really surprised that they did not come out and run the football to try to run some time. Although on the sack, the clock does run. It's 8:15 to play in the football game, but it's 3rd and a bunch. And Coshocton looking to keep everybody in front of them and make a play and get off the field, get the ball back to their offense. And Rock just going to run it straight ahead, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain. And that's going to be at the 44-yard line. So here comes a punt now. And boy, that was just a really bad possession from Maysville. You want the clock to run, and you want some positive yardage. You don't want to do anything that would change field position, and they took a huge sack. And now Coshocton might get it in decent field position with a chance. And this time Bronson comes up and catches it with a fair catch. Nice play by Bronson, not allowing the ball to hit the ground, and there's another flag flying from deep after the play, and not sure who this one's going to be called on. If it's a penalty against Coshocton, they're going to march back. We've had a little chippiness here in the last few minutes of this football game. 7:25 to play, and boy, the official threw that from a long way. A personal foul. This time it's against Maysville. So earlier there was one against Coshocton. This time it's Maysville. And they're going to move the ball. They're now trying to figure out where the ball was caught on the punt. Now they're marking off the penalty, and it's going to come all the way out to the 43-yard line. Huge penalty, huge play in the game. Now Coshocton has life as they trail this one 12-6. They need a touchdown to tie it. And we're at that stage of the game where I think we're going to see 4 down territory. because they really can't afford to give the ball back. Conkle under center. And they're going to throw it to Wentz. Wentz got some blockers. He cuts back and gets it across the 45-yard line. And they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line, but there's a penalty flag on the play, and they're going to call holding, I believe, against Coshocton. And they're going to move that one back. And if you're Coshocton, that's what you do not want to do when you've got it 1st and 10. The penalty flags have been abundant here in the late stages of this football game. 7:16 to play. Panthers clinging to a 12-6 lead. It's going to take a touchdown to tie, and who knows what will happen if there is a point after touchdown. Marked back somewhere around the 38 or 39-yard line. I'm going to call it 38. Coshocton now. 1st and 15. Every time they get it in good position, they turn it over or they get a penalty. And there's a nice counter play. And this time, positive yardage, no penalty flags on the ground. And that was a nice run right up the gut. And again, when they've been successful, they've had some room up the middle of the field. Now, a 2nd down and about 6 here for the Redskins. They're on their own 47-yard line. Conkle puts Bronson in motion. He's going to hand it off, and Wentz fell over his own man in the backfield, and he's going to lose a couple. They're going to mark that back at the 45-yard line. Now, 3rd and 8. A must convert here for the Redskins. As we've got the clock moving now, 6:09 left in the game. And again, I would see probably Conkle trying to do something with his feet. Rolling one way. Bronson in motion. Conkle looks back to his left side. Now he fires across the middle. He's got a man. A nice throw and catch by, that was Champ Haley, who caught the ball down inside the 45-yard line of Maysville, down to the 43. Huge 1st down conversion for the Redskins. And now the clock moves, 5:45 to go. Maybe Coshocton got away with a little extra motion there. And here is Conkle under center. And he's going to hand it off straight up the field. He's got some room there, and that's Haley again. And he gets down across the 35, going to be at the 33. Another 1st down for the Redskins. And again, they've got some room up the middle of the field. It's on the 33, a 10-yard pickup, another 1st down. Clock moving, 5:24 to play. Couple of 1st downs. Now, with the clock moving, time is going to be a factor in this one as well. Coshocton, they hand it off again. This time in between the tackles, and Haley almost breaks it, but he's going to pick up another 1st down. Haley, they had a hold of his leg, or he would have broke that one all the way for a touchdown, and there's another 1st down to the 22-yard line, an 11-yard pickup. And now, Coshocton, with just under 5 minutes to go, they're smelling the goal line. Maysville, they need a stop. Conkle hands it off again. Wentz, no room this time. He's met in the backfield. And there's a loss on the play. And again, Coshocton on 1st down has not had much success in this 2nd half. They've hit a couple plays here in the last couple, but it seems like that 1st down play has been their kryptonite here tonight. That's a loss of a couple. Back at the 24. 2nd down and 12. Conkle. He's going to throw it. He's rolling to his right. Now he's going to run it. He's got some room. He turns the corner. 20, 15, and he's pushed out of bounds, and he is going to be out at the 13-yard line. A huge pickup for Colton Conkle. Here comes the 9th play of the Coshocton drive. Now it's 3rd and short. 4:08, the clock has stopped. 13-yard line for the Redskins. Coshocton still searching for win number 1 on the season. Maysville 1-3. Conkle hands it to Haley. Haley straight ahead, and that's a first down inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark it at the 9. 1st and goal. So this possession is really going to decide it. We got 4 minutes to go in the football game. Coshocton at the 9-yard line. They're trying to get in the end zone here and tie the football game. Now, neither one of these teams has really shown the ability to have any offensive consistency tonight. So if they can score and get the extra point, they might just win this one. Conkle straight ahead, and Haley met in the backfield. A big loss back to the 12-yard line. Huge play. Looked like a run blitz there from the Panthers. And right about the 12-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 12. 11th play of the drive for the Redskins. Clock moving. 3:14 to go in this football game. Ends up being really competitive down here at the end of this football game. Here in Southtown, Conkle hands it off to Wentz. Wentz got some room, cuts it back inside the 10. Now down to the 5, maybe at the 4-yard line. Nice cutback by Wentz as he gets it down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. 2:45 now to play. Coshocton has 2 chances to get the football in the end zone here. 3rd and goal from the 4. Colton Conkle, senior quarterback for the Redskins, under center. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a man, but he's going to run it himself, and he's going to get in the end zone. Colton Conkle, a touchdown for the Coshocton Redskins, has tied the football game. 2:20 to go in the game, and a great drive by the Redskins. 57-yard drive on 12 plays. And Conkle finishes it off with a 4-yard TD run. And here is the play of the game, because the kicking game has not been solid for either team. And can George get the extra point to give the Redskins a lead? Snaps down, kick is up, end over end. And it's right down Broadway. The Redskins have taken a 13-12 lead late in Southtown. 2:20 to play. We'll be back for the end of this one. You're watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
Quarter action, an exciting one here at Southtown. The Coshocton Redskins have just got it into the end zone and kicked an extra point to take a 13-12 lead in the football game with 2:20 to go. Coshocton will now kick the ball off. Dangerous returner for the Panthers. You've got Gator Nichols back there, and he has really been able to make things happen in the return game for the Panthers this year. Coshocton will kick it off. 2:20 left in this one, and it's still undecided. Coshocton, though, takes their first lead of the football game, and they're going to call them offside. And that's going to be offside against the Redskins. A little bit anxious, wanting to get downfield and make a tackle. So now they're going to kick from the 35-yard line. The fourth quarter has been a little bit of a slowdown in this one. We were moving along at a really nice clip. Lots of flags, and this is the second time we've had a flag on a kickoff tonight. You don't see that happen very often, where the team's offside on the kickoff, but that's happened to both teams tonight. Coshocton now back at the 35-yard line. George had a really nice kick that time, but he's now back at the 35. Flip the football, and end-over-end kick is going to be caught down at the 19-yard line. Here comes Nichols trying to get some room. He gets across the 30, and he's going to be tackled right at the 33-yard line. So Maysville, 33 yards. And boy, I think Maysville really misses Matthew Harper right now, because they could get, you wouldn't need to get in that much field goal range. He's got quite a leg. I saw him attempt a 55-yarder. But now it looks like, for me, that Maysville is going to have to get it into the end zone. 2:11 to go. 33-yard line. 2:11. And we'll see what Maysville does throwing the football here. They're going to put Nichols in motion. Rock comes straight back. They're going to throw a screen pass, but it's right in the middle of the field, and he's going to be drugged down after a very short gain. Might have picked up about 4, and that's at the 37 now. Coshocton coming up quickly, trying to get the ball carrier to the ground. Clock now moving with 1:50 to go. Rock going to roll to his left. He's looking down the middle of the field now. He's under pressure. He's going to run it, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. Probably a good idea to get it out of bounds, because that's going to stop the clock. And he also got a first down. It's a good play by Cade Rock. As they move the 6, they get it to the 44-yard line. First down, 1:38 to go in the football game. Rock has thrown some really nice balls tonight. So, if they're going to rely on the pass here, Rock is going to have to make some connections. And he's been able to throw some pretty good balls tonight. He's got a man down the middle of the field. He got Nichols. And Nichols is hit down hard. A nice hit, but it's a first down all the way down at the 41. Nichols hangs on to the football after a hard hit. Maysville up to the ball. They're in a hurry. Minute 32. Rock straight back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and they're going to throw it on the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds by Conkle, but it's a gain to the 35-yard line. Maybe 34-yard line. And again, the clock stops after a 7-yard pickup. 1:23 to go, and it hasn't taken Maysville very much time to get to this point. Coshocton has not really put much pressure on Rock. He's done a nice job creating some space with his feet, and he's going to probably throw it again here. He's got 2 receivers to the right. Rock in the shotgun. He's going to run it right up the middle of the field. He's got plenty of room. He's going to cut back, and he's going to get across the 25-yard line. Cade Rock, nice pickup. And he's going to get down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. 10-yard pickup, and that's a first down. A minute 15 to go in this game. Maysville calls a timeout. So, just interestingly, let's see how long it takes to play. A minute 15 seconds on this game clock. It's 21 after 9, so I'm interested to see how long in real time it's going to take to play a minute 15 in this game. You get the timeouts, you get the clock stopped on first downs, you get it stopped out of bounds. A minute 15 can be an eternity in a high school football game. The 24-yard line, it's first down for the Panthers. And they are desperately trying to get down and get this in the end zone and win this game late. Coshocton took the lead with 2:20 to go on a Colton Conkle 4-yard touchdown run and a PAT, which was good to make it 13-12. Rock now in the shotgun. Snap back, he's straight back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to throw it, and he's got a man at the 15-yard line, and that is Cohen Llewellyn. Nice job by Rock buying some time and finding his man across the 20-yard line all the way down to the 12-yard line. 13-yard line. An 11-yard pickup. There's a 1:08 left, and it's really only taken the Panthers a minute to get to this point. They started on their own 33. They are now at the Coshocton 13-yard line. Rock now looking at a spread formation. Straight back, rolling to his right, and he lost the football, and they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. It did go forward. So Rock incomplete there. Ball slipped out of his hand as all of Southtown gasped over here on this sideline. 1:01 to play. And the Redskins of Coshocton owning a 13-12 lead. Panthers come to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and 10. And they would really feel better if Harper was available, but they've got to make do with what they've got in this situation. Rock going to roll to his right. He's got receivers. He's going to run it himself. He turns it upfield, gets it across the 10-yard line. He had a man open, but he's going to come down and be down at the 7-yard line, I believe. 6-yard pickup. It's 3rd down. Now they've got to get the first down. They can get a first down, I should say, without the touchdown, but they really don't have too much time left. There are 50 seconds to play in the football game. Cade Rock has done a really nice job of getting his team down the field. He started with 2:20 to go. They were on their own 33-yard line. And they are now inside the Coshocton 10-yard line with 50 seconds to go. They're down 1. A field goal is really not in the cards here for the Panthers. They're going to have to get it in the end zone, and they have done a really nice job on this drive to get themselves in a position to where they could win the football game. 13-12, 50 seconds to go. Rock in a shotgun. He's got 4 receivers to the left side. I'm assuming he's going to go to his left, and he does. He's going to running play, and he's going to cut it back, and he gets all the way down. He gets into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Cade Rock, as Maysville takes the lead back with 43 seconds to go, courtesy of a 7-yard touchdown run by Cade Rock. Huge play in the game. Nice drive by the Panthers as they get it into the end zone, and they now take an 18-13 lead. Didn't take them long. Still 43 seconds to go. 2:20 when they got the ball left, and they left time on the clock, which I never would have thought was going to happen. But they proved me wrong. Nice drive by Maysville. Cade Rock made some big plays with his feet and his arm in the drive to get the Panthers back on top right now. Rock going for the 2-point conversion. He's now flushed out of the pocket. He goes to his right. He's got a man in the back of the end zone, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion. The first time that they have been on the good side of a conversion, and now they take the lead 20-13, a 7-point lead here with 43 seconds to go. Maysville, the 67-yard drive, and it took them 8 plays, capped off by a Cade Rock 7-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion, good to Landon Iden. And now the Panthers find themselves back on top, but we've got 43 seconds left to play. So earlier I said it was 9:21 p.m. and there was a minute 15 to go in the game. It's now 9:27, so it's taken 6 minutes to play that much of clock time. So Maysville now, such a nice drive there. Big plays. Cade Rock did it with his legs, did it with his arm. And now Maysville to kick. And we'll see what Coshocton can do with 43 seconds to go. And yes, it is not over yet. And it's a line drive kick, and it's going to be picked up, and they fall on it at the 30-yard line. So 31-yard line is where Coshocton will take over, and they've only got 41 seconds left. Bronson was trying to pick it up, but his teammate said, no, I'm diving on it. Bronston, big play there. And this drive starts for Coshocton at the 31-yard line. 41 seconds to play. It's 20-13 Maysville. Coshocton with 3 receivers to the right side of this formation, 1 to the left side. Conkle is in the shotgun. They need 68 yards. He's going to roll to his right, steps up. Now he's got a man, he fires it, and it's incomplete. Knocked out a nice defensive play as I think that was Cade Rock that came up. It was Cade Rock that came up and knocked that ball away from the receiver. A really nice play from Cade, and that keeps the Redskins in a 2nd and long here, and more importantly, time ran off the clock, 35 seconds to go. Coshocton. Now Conkle rolls to his left. There's people moving. There's penalty flags in the air. Conkle's going to throw it down the sideline, and it's caught. And there's going to be, I believe, pass interference on Maysville, but I think this is going to be offsetting penalties. And it's looking like what this is going to be. It's going to be offsetting penalties. The play is not going to count. There was motion and then pass interference on the defense. So the penalty is offset. There's no play. We go back to 2nd down, but more importantly, time ran off the clock. 27 seconds to play in the football game. Coshocton still a long way to go, and they're going to need a miracle right here. Funny things happen, though, in high school football. That's why you got to keep playing till the final horn. So we'll see what happens here. 27 seconds now. Coshocton needs to go almost 70 yards to get in the end zone. There's a screen play, and they got Wentz coming across the middle. He makes 2 people miss. He's got a lot of room. Gets across the 40, 45, midfield, and down into Maysville territory. Wide receiver screen, nicely executed by the Redskins. And Wentz makes the Panthers pay, but only 17 seconds to go. Now at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Huge play for Coshocton. As I said, anything can happen in a high school football game. 17 seconds. Conkle rolls to his right. He's got a man that's caught, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 35. Smart play as he stops the clock. Got the ball to Haley. Haley got to the 35. 11 seconds now to play in the football game. They're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. They were very much like this in the first half. They were trying to drive late, and Coshocton going to call a timeout to try to discuss what they're going to do here. Steve Smith wants to talk about it with his players. They probably have enough time for 2 plays. With 11 seconds left, you got time to run a couple. So Maysville, unless there is a defensive penalty, they've got to get 2 stops here to finish this football game off. It is first down, so that really doesn't have much effect on what's going on right now because Coshocton needs to get in the end zone. And again, when I said there was 1:15 to go in the game, that was 12 minutes ago. The stoppage in play is always amazing. Here come the Redskins. They've talked it over, and now they've got a plan. Maysville's plan is to stop the Redskins. Huge play right here in the game. 11 seconds to go. Coshocton now has moved within range of the end zone. They're at the 34-yard line. Conkle in the shotgun, but when it gets snapped, there's 4 guys from Maysville coming after him, and they're going to throw a little receiver screen, and it's dropped. Incomplete pass. Trying to run looked like a receiver screen over there. They had some blockers in front of him, but does not make the catch. 8 seconds to play. Only ran 3 seconds off the clock right there. So now it is conceivable, I think. That play only took 3 seconds. Coshocton still might have 2 chances to run plays here at the end of this football game. Coach Clark, he's got the defense over there. They're talking about what they need to do. The Redskins in their offensive huddle, they're talking about what they want to do. Both teams, it's been a struggle to find a win. So these teams really, really fighting hard to try to come up with a win tonight. But Coshocton is on the losing end right now. It's 20-13. 8 seconds to play. Do they try to get a few yards and run out of bounds and then throw it into the end zone at the end? That's the question. We'll see what they do. 3 receivers to the left. Conkle in the shotgun. 1 receiver to the right side of the formation. Conkle rolls. He's under pressure. Now he's going to throw it down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Overthrown, and there's 1 second left. 1 second left. Maysville 1 second left. Up here in the press box, the clock operator is being really given a hard time by the Maysville folks. They would have liked to have seen that last second run off, and they are good-naturedly giving the timekeeper here a very hard time. Stopped it with 1 second to go. So Coshocton down to their last gasp. They're going to need a miracle. 34-yard line. They've got to get it to the end zone. And yes, Maysville, they are sending people back to the end zone. Conkle didn't have any problem throwing it to the end zone, but that's what he's going to have to do here. He's under duress. He's rolling to his left. He's got to throw it across his body, and it's going to be knocked down, and that's going to be the football game. The Maysville Panthers come away with a 20-13 win. They survive in a game that came down to the bitter end. Coshocton with one last chance to try to throw it into the end zone, and it comes up just a little short. So the Maysville Panthers now raise their record. They've got 2 wins on the season. They're 2-3. Coshocton falls to 0-5. I'll be back in a couple of minutes to wrap this one up. You are watching high school football, brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-646-9595 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-646-9595. 1-800-646-9595. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
You're watching high school football from AVC Sports. Stay up to date with all things local sports by visiting yourradioplace.com. Now, let's take you back to the field for tonight's action.
Dave Hilliard back at Southtown in an exciting ending. The Maysville Panthers come away with a 20-13 win over the Coshocton Redskins. Coshocton had taken the lead late with 2:20 to go, but Cade Rock engineered a drive, and he got his team in the end zone, and they win it on the last drive. But they'll still have to play some defense at the end. Coshocton still had a chance to throw the ball into the end zone. Our sponsors tonight, Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Great Clips of Zanesville, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doan Ford, People's Bank, and Shriver's Pharmacy. They are all sponsors of our game tonight. As for a couple of awards, I'll get to that here in a second, but here's how the plays went. Maysville got on the board first, a 6-yard run, touchdown by Landon Iden. PAT was no good. It was 6-0 in the second quarter. Coshocton answered on a 5-yard Wentz TD run, 6-all. PAT's no good. Gator Nichols gave Maysville the lead on an 11-play, 89-yard drive. It was a 10-yard run from Gator, and that made it 12-6. Again, no PAT. Late in the game, Colton Conkle got in the end zone for the Coshocton Redskins. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the PAT this time good. Coshocton was up 13-12 with 2:20 to go, but Cade Rock engineered a drive for his Maysville Panthers. They get to the end zone with 43 seconds to play. Rock got it there himself on a 7-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion throw to Iden. Ices it for a 2013 win for the Maysville Panthers. They're now 2-3, Coshocton 0-5. Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. I knew somebody would do something to win it. And Cade Rock, he did it. He engineered a drive. He did it with his legs. He did it with his arm. And he got in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. So Cade Rock is the Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. Landon Iden, you are the Great Clips, great play of the game. The one-handed grab that Landon made in the second quarter to set up their touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. Unbelievable play there, one-handed catch as he went out of bounds. So Landon Iden is the recipient of the Great Clips great play of the game. He gets a free haircut at either of the Great Clips locations in the Zanesville area. That will wrap it up from Southtown as Maysville raises their record to 2-3. They defeat Coshocton 20-13. You've been watching high school football brought to you by AVC Sports on YRP TV.